Most people see me as the confident guy, the one who can talk his way through anything. The truth is, I spent years building that mask because deep down, I never felt like I deserved any of it. Since I was a kid, it was all about getting that next hit of approval from family, teachers, friends, bosses, clients. I built my whole life around trying to feel like I was enough. And it's wild to realize just how deep those patterns go. Most of the big decisions in my life, good or bad, were driven by that need for validation. When I got sober, I didn't suddenly see my life with new clarity or become some enlightened guy overnight. If anything, things got worse before they got better. Because for the first time in 30 years, I had to actually sit with what I'd been trying to outrun. Those feelings of never being enough, never measuring up, always uncomfortable in my own skin. That's the truth. Drinking was my escape from all that low self-worth. Numb it, forget it, push it down. That stuff bleeds straight into business. All those projects you almost launched, the systems you almost finish, the content you keep tweaking instead of posting, that's not strategy. That's fear disguised as productivity. I've wasted months second-guessing myself, talking myself out of good ideas, letting my own business sit in neutral because I was scared people would see right through me. It shows up the most with anything creative. The second I think about putting something new out there, design, video, even just a raw opinion, my brain lights up with the greatest hits of every embarrassment, every flop, every time I felt like a failure. It's not just in my head either. It hits my chest, my gut. I feel tight and anxious. That's the tax you pay for not believing you belong. And that confident persona, that's not just for show. It's a way to never have to ask for help, never admit you don't know, and never risk looking stupid in front of people. It feels safer. But honestly, it just keeps you playing small. But here's the thing I'm finally learning. Every time I push through, whether it's shipping something, learning a new skill, or just doing something I was sure I'd screw up, I get this hit of real confidence. Not the fake kind you can put on for a room, but the kind you actually feel in your bones. It's kind of like medicine for self-worth. But the biggest shift, it's not just about finishing a task or launching something. It's about keeping the promises you make to yourself. That's the part nobody talks about. We're all our own harshest critics. When you let yourself down, it cuts the deepest and you start believing your own bullshit. But when you actually follow through, when you say you'll do something and then you do it, no matter what, that's where the real confidence and self-worth get built. Trust me on that one. It's not loud and nobody's clapping for you, nor will they, but it changes everything for you inside. So now I'm very careful about the promises I make to myself. If I say I'm going to do something, I treat it like a contract, because breaking that is the fastest way to staying stuck. But keeping it, even if nobody else ever knows, is how you get unstuck. Now, most business owners won't admit it, but we're all running the same script to some degree or another. And the people who say, I don't care what people think, they usually care the most. If I could give one piece of advice to anyone building something today, it's this. Success starts with self-worth. If you don't believe you deserve to win, you'll find a way to lose, even if you're doing everything right. I'm still in it. I'm still fighting it every day. But I'd rather be real about where I am than keep hiding behind a mask that, let's be honest, never fit in the first place. So if you've seen these videos before, you know the drill. Every month I lay out the goals right here and then come back and show you exactly what did or didn't happen. So let's run through it together. First, I said I'd get 1 month of content scheduled and banked everywhere. I actually did it. Now for me, that's a big deal. It feels weird to call that a win, but it is. It means I finally kept a promise to myself that I'd blown off for over a year. Huge deal for me. Second, I said I'd get the new website platform up and running and learn the ropes. That's done. Systems live, header and footer built, way ahead of where I thought I'd be. Third, finish the Photoshop course and finally start Premiere Pro. To be honest, I didn't touch them and I'm going to have to just take it off the list for now and stop making that promise to myself. Fourth, go into that meeting with the German company and get an agreement. I did it. I went to Toronto, knew my value, asked for a deal that was equal to that value, and I got it. I can possibly share some details with everybody later, but for now I have to respect that company's privacy. But that was a huge win for me. Confidence-wise, self-worth-wise, knowing your value is so important. So that was a big win for me. And last, get my client's new website live. I'm still not finished as that project got bigger than I originally thought, but I'm working through it and I've gotten the new homepage updated and submitted and approved. So things should start going quicker now, but I won't put this on the list anymore because it's turned into basically ongoing client work. Well, that's the full picture of how I did. No fluff, No candy coating, just accountability. So for the next month, here are my goals. 1, get another full month of content created and scheduled ahead. No excuses, no drama. This is the highest priority, period. And 2, get the new TriCore marketing homepage finished and ready to go live on both desktop and mobile. Now, I know it's just 2 things, but they are the highest priorities for my business right now. And I'm trying to live by the 80-20 rule and set targets I can realistically hit. I'm starting to realize it's not about how many things you can cram onto your list. It's about doing the right things and actually following through, even when nobody's watching. That's where the real shift happens. Not in the big loud wins, but in the quiet moments where you keep a promise to yourself that you probably would have let slide before. That's what changes the story. Building a business isn't just about strategy or hustle. It's about fighting through your own bullshit over and over again and not quitting on yourself when it gets ugly. Most people online just show the polished version. None of the doubt, the mess, the days you want to scrap everything and disappear. But that's what this series is for. I'm not here to be an expert. I'm here to show you the work in all its mess and all its progress. So if you're building something and doubting every step, just know none of this shit is linear. The wins, the setbacks, the head trash, it all comes with the territory. But if you can keep showing up and keep your word to yourself, things actually start to move. Every month I'm a little less stuck, a little more honest, and a little closer to what I set out to build. That's the journey. That's the real work. That's progress. And if you're still here, thanks for watching. It actually means a lot.